Hey, what's up? This is Rick from Sundergeist. You're watching Papa G's House podcast. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment there just so we know that you love us. Big love.
Yeah, that's where we're going. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Papa G's House. Episode 111. 111. A full Nelson.
Oh shit, keep your feet above the ground. Are we going to do that the whole time? No.
Episode 111 of the podcast. Some would say that that's bad luck. As usual, I got my illustrious co-host, Arthur Carlos Diego Pereira III, a.k.a. Art Pereira. What's up, my dude?
Sup, my chummies?
Yeah. As usual, we have an awesome guest in studio. We've got Mr. Rick Shields, also known from Last One Alive. What was the other one? Atlantic South. No, just kidding. And lately, Mr. Sundergeist. How you doing, dude?
So good, man.
Good to
Happy to be back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's been a while, bro.
Some crazy stuff's happened since the last one.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've already had a whole podcast outside, like chatting before the show, before we get on.
Yeah, now we've got
air.
nothing to talk about. So thanks for watching. Subscribe,
Thanks,
like,
everyone.
comment.
It's been a pleasure.
We got together recently and we just riffed, hey?
Oh, man, it was so good.
Such a cool catch-up. So that's when we decided, no, come, we got to get this in person. You were on as Sundergeist, with Sundergeist, when you first released your album. And now you back.
I'm back.
In studio for the first time.
Yes. Yeah, man. In the actual studio as opposed to over the airwaves.
Yeah.
Whole new experience.
It's so much better in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zoom thing. Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah, dude, it was fun. And also you had all that new lighting that you got and all that kind of jazz.
But also when you were kind of in the middle of that whole, in the thick of it, any scraps of social time, even if it's over Zoom, were appreciated. I remember just feeling very cut off from stuff, and it was nice to just plug into Papa G and into the interview and into you.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fun time, actually.
Yeah.
Like the whole lockdown, doing a show twice a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 7 p.m. That was cool. It was...
Yeah, those times are gone now.
Yeah. But
it was really
so
cool
weird
how people just collaborated. And
you were the man in
and
the chat.
I was always the man in the chat.
Yeah. I enjoyed those chat rooms. And really, I don't think you should overlook the value of what you gave people when they were feeling very cut off.
I know, it was awesome.
It was cool.
I looked forward to every episode. Myself and Carolyn would sit there and watch.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. I really, really enjoyed it. But for you, it was also such a productive time as well. You took time to write music, and we were even saying that you were telling me on, what was it, Saturday, that you've got like a whole bank ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've got 20 years of songwriting that I need to finish, like unfinished symphonies coming on my ears. But what I'm most excited about are the collaborations that I decided to start last year. And I've got about 6 of them on the boil at the moment in various advanced stages of I think, the songwriting and structuring, a lot of them. And I think last year I had to shelve Sundergeist a bit because I went freelance. And I needed to devote some time to just getting my head around how I was going to feed myself.
Yeah, welcome to the adult world.
Yeah,
but you had quite a tough time adjusting, eh? Like you were in a bit of a space, and you made it public that you were going through some struggles and stuff, and everything sorted itself out. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I don't want to undermine the difficulty that a lot of people had during that time, and I certainly don't want to preach like I went and took lemons and made lemonade or whatever. I was in the depths of some real despair. A lot of plans had gone up in smoke. There was so much uncertainty, and it really got on top of me. And I was glad when I finally came out of that forest and just went, look, I've got time. That's one thing I got a lot of now. I don't have any social stuff going on. I got to make this work for me. And this is that opportunity that I've been whinging. I don't have time to write all these songs. Now I got time. And there's no excuses.
Yeah, but you've kind of carried that on as well, like because that was a while ago. Now things are starting to things are open.
Yeah.
And now it's
I gave birth to my
it's people
child.
adjusting.
Yeah.
Now everybody's trying to adjust back to somewhat normal life, because I mean the only thing that we have to do is wear masks essentially. But if you think of a gig that we ever used to attend and stuff, that cap is easily attainable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean now that I'm vaxxed up and I'm pretty sure I had Christmas COVID. I'd be very surprised if I didn't. I didn't show overt signs, but I'm pretty sure.
I also think I actually caught it once before.
Yeah. I'm
I
just
think
feeling
everybody who's been sick has thought they've had COVID. If
Yeah.
they haven't
But no,
officially
like
had
there was
COVID.
a few times where like I felt something, but I wasn't sick. And it was like a symptom or so of it, but it wasn't like severe. I'm pretty sure I caught it before.
We've
Do you have
just
a lot of
been-
Neanderthal
we've just been
DNA?
Shoved far down the algorithm.
I'm Portuguese, so most probably yes.
probably why. Yeah.
Did you catch that? It went a little bit over your head.
What, Neanderthal DNA?
No,
I
the
got
fact that I
part.
just said that I think we've been shoved far down the algorithm on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Like we should probably avoid this conversation.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Cool. Let's
I
change
can
the
bring
subject.
it back up. Logan Paul. Puss brother.
I'm guilty. I said it.
Yeah.
I said the actual word.
Oh shit. Okay.
You said the other word, vaccinate. Apparently those just get picked apart.
Right. Okay.
It's
I
crazy,
wasn't
eh?
really aware.
Why do you think Joe Rogan's on Spotify and Neil Young's going, I don't want to be on Spotify if you're
Man,
not? How crazy is
that's
that?
a giant mess.
Did you hear that news?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Joe Rogan's the biggest show on Spotify.
No.
And Neil Young's going, well, sorry, I don't want to be on Spotify if Joe Rogan's on Spotify. But I think there's a lot more to it than that. Because remember, Neil Young was a activist back in the day.
Yeah.
So strange.
Yeah, but anyway, as you were saying,
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine.
you thought you got Christmas
Thought I got Chris. I'm just feeling a lot more cocksure and fancy free.
He said sure.
And I just like the idea now that I'm feeling a bit fearless of just sliding into a greasy mosh pit and, coming inches away from some big, sweaty, like Afrikaans bearded man just wheezing in my face as he headbangs, That's what I look forward to in life now. So I miss that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I totally missed that. I'm gonna, we've got a gig coming up. 12th. Oh shit! Now we're back on the 12th of March.
Is it the 12th?
12th of March, yeah, isn't it?
10th?
12th.
Okay, I'll check it out.
One of us are wrong.
It's probably me.
Yeah, 12th of March. Ill System coming back. And by the time this podcast comes out, you're gonna be you're the new drummer for Ill System.
Yeah, I'm already having to fix a flyer design. Am I going to say anything?
Yeah, careful.
Careful, my boy.
But dude, one thing that really struck me, and I think we discussed this before, was the absolute production when you did the Metal for Africa video performance.
The live set, live.
But no,
Inverted
it
commas.
was live because, I mean, I heard when you were singing, it was, yes, recorded, but you were doing it as if you were playing live. And you get bands that do that, but when you get someone who's doing it by themselves, that goes to a next level for me, where you had to perform every single part. You had the keyboards and the synths, then you had the guitar, then you had the bass, then you were doing vocals, then you probably had one helper.
Yeah.
But you made it look so sick.
Thanks. Look, I made it easier on myself in that I isolated all the instrumental and actually just mimed all that stuff. Because I figured I've got all the perfect takes of this stuff. It's actually a giant waste of time to replay all that stuff. But
Yeah,
for
but
me,
the vocals you did.
the vocals were straight up as if I was doing a live show. I just felt like it would have been so milli vanilli just to stand up there and like lip sync something. If you're gonna
Such a great reference.
Thanks. If you're gonna, you're making the most of difficult situation. You've got to connect with it in a as much as a live performer can in that situation. And so that's raw ass vocals on there. Pretty much one take per song, and that was it. I just didn't want to edit it too much, and I think.
Well, the product was awesome, dude.
Thanks. Yeah, I think that flaws in things are why we remember them. That's why I didn't torture my mixes and mastering to death. I left some of the warts and little errors in there because I think that that's what gives it texture.
That's what what's his name? Glenn Fricker, Spectra Sound Studio. That dude. That's what he says. He says everything's so
sterile and clean,
and sanitized,
polished.
Yeah, art.
It's all of the nuance is totally taken out of it in the pursuit of the perfect production.
Yeah,
and then the perfect production sounds like everyone else's perfect production, and then it just sort of blends into each other, and nothing stands out.
But perfect production is well within my grasp. I just pay a few dollars online, and I have it. I have that signal chain and those plugins and that stuff if I want it. I don't know. I know that I'm never going to compete with the nollies of this world, really. I just want to be me,
I've said a lot about this shit, but it's like there's a time and place for everything, and it's called college. But with all this as you say, pay a couple of dollars and you got all this amazing patches and plugins and shit. What it's actually doing is, in my opinion, is taking the pre-production aspect and actually the performance out of it, because no one really does pre-production anymore. So they come up with some tunes in the room, and then they track it and then release it. So there's no workshopping it. There's no thought process. Is this actually working?
Yeah.
And all they do is make it sound amazing, and then it sort of passes. And then people go, it sounds cool, but then because it's not really worked on that much from the heart. That's what's missing from me. It's in the bad old days that Barney Simon used to have the Battle of the Demos on his radio show.
Oh man, yeah.
Those were the days when bands were they recorded something, sent it out, and then they recorded it again, and then they sent it out, and then they recorded a CD, and it's actually decent.
Yeah.
But now it's just write something, record it, release it.
Yeah.
It's not working on it.
Yeah. And
did you take any of a pre-production approach with your stuff?
To some extent, in a weird way, because half of the songs on the album are actually reimaginings of old songs that I wrote years ago.
Yeah, so you already did do that.
They kind of do count as a pre-production.
Yeah.
But in other instances, sometimes I would just lay the riff down and it would come straight out perfect, and I'd be like, there's no need to dick around with it. I'm going to put it on there. I'm not going to torture this thing to death. But I would go through a long process with each song of listening to it, coming back to it, letting it sit for a while without any exposure, coming fresh the next day. And I think I managed to grow over time enough objectivity that I could see which riffs I really needed to lay down again, which vocal takes were just so cringe and awful, and which lyrics were just such garbage. It just needed time.
Getting over your own voice is super hard, eh?
Yeah. It's that's been years of journeying to get past that.
And not just your actual voice. Everything that you do as well.
Yeah, I know the weird frequency bands that when I'm putting an EQ on my voice, I just pull those right out because I've just got garbage in those range of my...
Yeah. I'm just thinking of myself as a guitarist. I've only got one thing to critique. I do have, obviously, the mix as a whole to critique. But, why did you...
You said whole.
I've totally lost my train of thought. No. So where I've only got myself to worry about in terms of a mix, but obviously the mix as a whole, like I said, where you've got to do that for everything. You've got to do that for everything.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just had the time, and I took the time, and I didn't let it get on top of me. Also, this was before I realized I suffer from ADHD. Like I'd lived my whole life, and I think I've just been getting into that hyper-focus space naturally over the course of my life, not thinking that other people kind of avoid that space because it's actually mentally very fatiguing and damaging. It has bad side effects. And there was a very obsessive time writing those songs, obsessing over like every little kind of detail and getting everything in its right place. So yeah, I just put a pile of time into it.
Yeah,
a lot of focus, came out like that. Yeah.
So recording all that stuff and tinkering with every single thing, like you said, you left some things in there. Obviously you can't pick them all up. I think that was a very plus situation in making of the album, because you did win an award for it.
Yeah, best newcomer.
And
that was way cool, man.
Mr. Fancy Pants. I won an award.
Listen, if I got that award, it would be on this mantelpiece, right
next to your rugby one.
Yeah, next to my rugby one. Like, yeah, we're not going to get into that, but you did win an award. You were recognized.
I still need to pick that award up from Nathan.
Yes.
I'm coming for you, man.
So first
I'm
of all,
gonna have to get a beer.
What did it feel like? I still want to get into the nuances and stuff. You say you have some funny stories about it.
A few little
quirky let's hear them
production
first.
stories.
Yeah.
You can imagine my partner kind of stuck indoors with me during this time, and I have to record this stuff. There's just no way around it. She's trying to work. She's trying to do a PhD. Yeah. She's like stressed to the max. PhDs are hard. And then she walks through into the lounge, and like the entire thing just looks like a rhinoceros just rampaged through it. All the couches are just this fort in the middle. That's my isolation booth for my speaker cabinet, because I'm reamping today, and like the neighbors are like blowing my phone up, and I kind of want to say to them, yeah, because I crank. Okay. Like when I record I record just line in. They're lucky, my neighbors, that I do it, that I reamp. Because if they had to listen to every time I screwed up a take, I'd be evicted. And so I get the perfect take down, and then I just like pump it back through both my amps, my bass cab, all of that stuff. I was just like, geez, guys, like it's like half an hour's worth of reamping today. I could have really ruined your life the last 2 weeks. Poor Shell just kind of walks out of the bedroom and kind of looks at this and just like vanishes right back in there.
I didn't know you reamped everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought you recorded it all with.
I have this KIF 5150.
Yeah, dude.
And a 6505. Yeah, exactly. You think I'm not going to put those babies on the album? I love them.
Yeah.
I own them for a reason.
No,
like,
but
they're
I
my
seriously
sound.
didn't know. I mean, listen, it's not the first thing that I try and concentrate on. I look at it, the song. I try and not get into that whole thing. Like we've had this discussion many times, but
the drums weren't real art. I'm sorry.
You always
use what you have at your disposal.
I humanized them. I made all the hits kind of a bit lazy, so at least it's not on the grid.
If you wanted lazy, just ask me.
But it's still awesome that you reamped. I mean, in your apartment, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, all the vocals just done straight in my lounge.
Wow.
I am of the mindset that you use what you have. I love that approach. I think that a lot of people can get lost in the gear lust and the minutiae of what axis to put this thing at and blah 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 blah. And in the end, if it sounds good, it sounds good. I don't want to make this a laborious slog. I want it to be fun, but I also want it to be over at some point. I can't sit mixing and nuancing forever. I think some people hide behind a vast knowledge of gear and hide the fact that they never finish anything behind there. I don't want to be one of those people.
The best equipment is what you got, but also you have to know how to use it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like
that's the trick. I mean, like there's always this analogy that some guy told me. He said you could chuck in an amateur sound engineer into a recording studio that's got all the top line shit everywhere, and you'll come up with something that's amateur. But you'll chuck in a professional guy into a limited recording studio with limited stuff, and you'll still produce something amazing because he knows what to use.
Just technique. There's a little bit of technique.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, no, just for me is I can't ever. I mean, obviously when we play and stuff, I play through either a Lenny Ironheart or a 5150, and then when I get behind the computer, it's just it doesn't feel the same. There's a lot of like feedback, and you know, it's I'm not quite there, but I just previously have used the song as a reference, and then they just reamp it when it gets sent off.
Yes.
You fuckers have got it lucky, man.
I mean, guitarists.
Do elaborate.
You fucking dickholes have got it fucking easy. It's I just use my amp and this and shit at practice and stuff. You know what we have to use? We have to use the house kit, and it always sounds like a bunch of boxes that got shat on by a cat.
Ladies and gentlemen, outrageous.
And then you go like,
are we going to do that today?
It's like,
Yes, we are.
Why don't you bring your own kit? And it's like, you want to carry the kit every time I go to practice like twice a week? Go fuck yourself. So you dick knobs have got it lucky.
Hey man, dude, you calm down.
Listen, also, if you remember, I helped you carry your kit plenty of nights.
Oh, you did. You helped me take this shit home
I
one
helped
time.
you carry your gear in on Wednesday.
Yeah, that was much appreciated.
You know why? Because I
started to
wasn't a
go in the Uber.
vocalist.
Yeah.
I'm not like, cool, anyway, guys, I got to go. Thanks for the practice.
Oh, Sean Eel System is the only vocalist I know that actually has a lot more gear than most
I
of
know.
us.
It's like bongos, djembe,
Yeah, for sure.
MPX, everything.
His own mic.
Yeah.
But I've just got my 5150 retubed. We sounded thunderous.
Purdy.
I mean, subjectively. Is
No,
that
you
the
did.
right one?
No, you did.
We
You sounded
were
huge.
sounding, but we as a unit was sounding tits.
Man,
I was loving it.
I haven't jacked my amp past like 2 in years.
Well, neither have I.
haven't
They
been
told me
able
to turn it down.
Yeah.
I was only on like 3.
Right, yeah. Look, I mean,
Those
these things,
amps are
like
so
3
powerful,
is
dude.
enough. Like with these things. I want to get in a band room with some people and make a ruckus.
Yes.
Again, I missed that. That was almost my exercise for a number of years as well. Like just carrying big cabs around, you know. I was feeling nice and wiry after 2 years of that. And then just
I mean, that first session we had back, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just amazing. And you know what the great thing about that room 1 at Soundcast is? Everybody who's like taking a break and stuff, they're chilling on the benches outside. They've got windows, so the sound carries. It's an industrial area, so nobody gives a shit. But we had dudes like dancing out the windows.
Oh, no
and
ways.
stuff. It was amazing.
I had to
and it
open
happened
those
about
windows.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I had to open those windows because it was getting so fucking hot.
Yeah.
your guys' shit is infectious grooves.
Yeah, we were, but
can't
we
not
were
dance.
properly jamming. We had a couple of improvisation vibes as well that ended up being pretty cool as well.
When you improv, what does Sean do?
Sean
he's like
will-
on the
he'll
bongos
go-
or his
yeah.
sampler or something.
Okay.
Because he's my best thing about Sean is always got 2 buttons that go yeah and ooh
Oh shit!
oh shit yeah.
One of those fucking foghorns.
Dude, it's so much fun. And then he gets on the bongos and
Oh, okay.
you know he does freestyle from time to time.
Cool.
But, you know, it's been a lot of fun.
I've been really digging the more recent tracks like so much. They're been rotating around on my like power playlists in recent times, and just like good happy grooves to drive to, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna make a push this year. We've got a gig lined up on the 12th. We've got a gig lined up on the 22nd of April that hasn't been confirmed yet, but save the date. But yeah, like it's going to be my first show since March 2020. Ramfest was the last show I ever played.
God damn.
Fucking hell.
Crazy.
God damn.
I've played a few with the Deadbeats.
Well, you played Deadbeats.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's different.
but
That's different.
But you guys get to play such rad venues as well.
Yeah, but it's still different. I mean, we're still doing covers. It's not like your own vibe or something that, you know, it's a bit of you in it.
Yeah.
I have to inject me into Joy Division, and that's already fucking sad and depressing.
When my partner and I come and watch your Deadbeats show in a week or so, or in a week or two at Cafe Rue, when is it? I don't know.
It's the 10th of Feb.
10th of Feb. When we come, will you play Barrel of a Gun by Depeche Mode for me?
We haven't practiced that, but I'll have a chat with them.
Or It's No Good.
Don't you need synth for a Depeche Mode song?
Yeah, well,
Do you have synth in your?
we got keyboards.
I didn't
we
know that.
yeah, we work around the synths with the keyboard stuff.
Okay. Okay.
But we've had those songs on our list of stuff to look at. But
It's a dope song.
there's
Just
lots of great Depeche Mode songs.
I love Depeche Mode.
Yeah. Speaking of the one, did you hear the remix of by Mike Shinoda?
No, that's interesting.
It was an old version of the last Depeche Mode track that you just mentioned.
It's No Good?
Yeah, It's No Good, Mike Shinoda remix.
Sweet.
It's rad.
In Flames did an epic cover of it as well
Yeah,
in recent times. Like, totally dig it.
yeah.
In
Find
Flames,
it on
eh?
the tubes, bro.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that band. Remember that song that they did with Pendulum?
Oh, yeah.
No, the only In Flames album that I really liked was, what is it, Clarity?
Come Clarity.
Come Clarity, yeah. I like that one.
Reroute to Remain.
That one was also pretty cool.
pretty good. Yeah, that
They
was
also
my
did
window
a song
into
with
them.
Killswitch at one stage as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
I used to love.
Did you catch them when they were here?
No.
I missed them.
Charlie opened for them. The
Yes.
Sabretooth opened for them.
Yeah.
Um,
At the ostrich
there was,
farm.
Yeah, and there was just one. You know, when I heard that they were going to be doing One Day Vibes, I was like, at that stage, I was like, no, I'm festival. I want it to be a festival. And the fact that it was one day out at the ostrich farm,
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm boycotting this one, and I missed out.
Oh, man.
But not in that. I mean, I wasn't the hugest In Flames fan.
But it was also Infected Mushroom. The full band
Yeah.
thing. That was unreal. And I didn't think I would really be that into it, but AWOL Nation came out. I only knew Sail.
Yes.
That single.
Yes.
Wait a second, AWOL Nation played here as well.
Yeah, at that.
I thought it was only I thought it was only In Flames. I didn't know AWOL Nation played.
Yeah, and they really upped the bar. You know, they walked on stage and just you were like, oh, okay, the internationals are here now.
Really?
Yeah, they were amazing. Like, I was really blown away. I was like, okay.
Well, they are known as a good live
yeah,
band.
very good. Very good.
I was given a few albums of theirs when I was in Germany. A friend of mine up there, he does PR for Sony and Universal, I think. And he always gets discs from albums. When I met him, he had to go and fetch Smashing Billy Corgan.
Smashing Cumbins.
Sounds like me trying to go.
Yeah, no, you had to go pick up
There
Billy
we go, got
Corgan
it.
from the airport and stuff. And then when I left, he just gave me a whole stack of discs like
No
this.
way.
And he filled up an external drive just with music
Oh my
that I still have to
God.
get through. But he gave me a whole bunch of AWOL Nation. I listened to all of it. It's like cool, but like I've always heard that you get won over by the live stuff.
Yeah, I was impressed. AWOL Nation have released actually like one or two really cool singles in the last couple of years. Like, I just cherry picked bits of their career, like, pop into my life.
But it's great. I mean,
Yeah.
remember when you said, the internationals are coming on now? Remember
No
when-
disrespect to
No,
our
no,
local
no.
talent. I
Of
mean,
course.
come
No,
on,
of
we've got
course.
amazing
No,
bands
no,
here.
no.
course,
All
man.
disrespect is
Listen,
due.
If you're going to interpret it in any other way,
Yeah.
I mean, that's on you.
Then you're just
But,
taking offense.
I don't interpret it that way. But remember when we played with Attila, I don't know did you go to the show the next night in Cape Town?
No.
Yeah, see, I went.
You went back special for that, yeah.
Well, I played the show with
Yeah.
your system.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But,
I think we were all still trying to find the
Dude,
fragments of
that
our
was one
name
of the
that we
most-
trampled into the dirt.
That was one of the roughest shows I've ever played.
What happened? You can tell now. The statutes of limitations.
No,
is
for sure.
over.
No. No, just in terms of the sound, how they
Statues.
sounded that night.
That was enormous. It was powerful.
But what do they do something to the sound? Or
I'm sure
I mean,
they've got
is it-
layers of stuff just beefing all
but
their
did
stuff.
you see their rigs? They had all the rigs that they requested. They don't travel with that stuff, so they obviously sourced it. But it's quite incredible. They did sound. I mean, it's almost like the sound engineers cut it, and then when the big band comes out, then they.
Dude, they've always done that. Even when I was crewing for gigs like after high school, I noticed that when watching. It's like like a local band would play, and then the actual band comes in, and then the lights are like 60% better. The sound is 25% louder and clearer and sharper and heavier.
It's kind of orkies when the support group outshines
that's why
the
they
headliner, I went and watched, I was in Australia, and a friend of mine took me to see the Butterfly Effect, who were quite big at that time. And I was really excited because I actually quite liked a lot of the stuff that they were doing. And these like kids walk on stage before then, and I'm like, who are these guys? What a weird band name. Dead Letter Circus.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Who the hell are they? And like by the time they were done with me, I just like kind of
they're
glumly
awesome.
watched Butterfly Effect because I'd
something about
been
Aussie
done.
bands, dude.
Damn,
I
Aussie
was
man.
all Aussied out in the early 2010s to 2020. It's like there have been so many cool Aussie bands to come.
It must be something in their water, because all Aussie bands are fun.
Yeah,
They're all fun when you're watching them play. They're all fucking rad.
well, my favorite band.
Oh, Parkway.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
still to this day,
Parkway.
my favorite. Yeah,
Parkway Drive.
Yeah, that's still to this day my favorite.
Interesting. It's different. It's unusual. What's that? Kath and Kim. Have you not seen Kath and Kim?
Nah.
Dude, it's an Australian sitcom.
I'm
going to
stop you there, Art, because the last sitcom that you drilled into me to make me watch was It's Always Sunny in
Philadelphia. You
Philadelphia.
didn't like that.
Man.
Oh,
Man.
let's hear it. I want to hear the debate.
Art.
No. Okay, but
To stop with the recommendation.
no. Kath and Kim. You must watch Kath and Kim. It's Australian sitcom, but it's like two ladies. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
It is hilarious.
I'll avoid it.
One of the catchphrases in there that mumble them to themselves. They go like, it's interesting. It's different. It's unusual. It's like the catchphrase.
Okay.
Look at my, please. Look at my.
Oh, that does sound familiar.
Look at my, please. Look at my. Yeah. Fucking hilarious.
I think
you
I
do
have
that
seen that.
damn well, dude.
Very
Yeah,
good.
well, I watched enough of it. But It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You just no, fuck off.
Louder does
did
not
you
mean
not-
funnier.
Oh,
So,
dude,
wait.
that show is fucking hilarious.
You didn't like It's Always Sunny. Eh?
Should we fight
No.
about it?
I've never watched it, so I'm just
It's one of my favorite shows ever.
just seeing his reaction is.
It's on the same level as Seinfeld for me.
I know how much you love it because you wanted to call the band that we were in together Project
Project
Badass,
Badass,
which
yes.
apparently comes from that dumb show.
Dumb, fuck you.
Oh, was that Last One Alive?
Now, Mac,
Yes.
Mac.
We were almost Project Badass. In fact, I think
Oh, I forget that
Yeah.
we've been mutual bandmates. It's like an incestuous circle
incest,
right
baby.
here.
Yeah, we like wife swapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, just for the
bandmates,
listeners, you and I played in Atlantic South together. You and I now play in the System together. You guys played in Last One Alive together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, let's make out.
Yes.
I still wish we took the name Project Badass, because people were talking about that name and they go like, "That's a cool name." It's like, "You guys are Project Badass." It's like, "Yeah," and then they go like, "Oh, that's just a temporary name." I'm like,
Do you know what
"Come
would be
on."
quite funny? That just for hoot is take that elbow.
Yeah. Take your elbow and shove it
Take-
up your anus.
Take the elbow and remove the front cover of the sleeve on the CD. Remove Last One Alive and put Project Badass, because he's got an axe on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
top of a mound of bodies.
I guess
Yeah.
it would still work.
It would still work.
I mean, there's a couple of names that came up which could probably still work. One of my favorites was Miggs. And like I think I had Miggs figured all wrong, like up to this point, because he's a suave guy.
Yeah, he
he's kind of mysterious
Smooth
and enigmatic,
operator.
and he's smooth, and he's always got like a witty comeback for everything. And his recommendation for our band name was Skull Puncher. And that's when I realized he's actually a mad pirate. It's a great name.
Speaking of Migs, best new band name I've seen. We Kill Cowboys.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Have you not seen it?
No. Fill me in.
Jonathan Tate,
Oh, wow.
the multi-instrumentalist chick tattoo artist from West Coast Wolves, I think it is. Mm-hmm. John O'Tate from Hatchet Man. Mm-hmm. Then Migs, this girl who
Doesn't he
plays
run Alma
guitar and
Cafe?
sings. I don't know her name. and then another guy who's probably obviously on the drums.
Right on.
Don't recognize him, but We Kill Cowboys. They're playing a show soon. We'll research it and put because it's local tunes. And I'm seriously, that's a lot of talent in one room, eh?
From the ashes, people. Come on. 2022. We've waited a long time for some gigs. Let's do
I
this
said
now.
this to Jason, and maybe I said, when we had the episode with Jason, I was getting the amp fix, or it was just you. They've got so many amps they're fixing at Gear Junkie.
Yeah.
So many
Right, I remember
guitars.
that comment, yeah. Good omen, right?
People are picking the pace up, and I think there's going to be a serious revival of the scene in Cape Town, specifically Cape Town, because I think Joburg, they still managed to do gigs every so often at that Sonage spot, and Rumors, they're booking shows again. So I think there is going to be a revival. Look, it's not going to last forever, this whole situation, so I'm fucking pumped, dude.
Also, I mean, this little fishing village at the southern tip of Africa that we're currently based in, I think there's going to be an abundance of bands now that are rearing to go and need venues. And so I'm hoping that there are some pioneering, brave souls out there with a little bit of wherewithal that can open up some spaces that can accommodate a metal band, because we don't have a lot of them anymore. It's quite sad.
Yeah.
Well,
there are
some
the woodwork, dude.
Yeah, they are.
They're all going to be coming out the woodwork.
Just this last couple of weeks, I've heard of like 2 or 3 places that I didn't know about. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and to see, we posted on Instagram, Ill System posted on Instagram and Facebook for the first time in a while, and the response was kiff. And I'm so excited to just have that first show. And there's nothing like the feeling of playing on stage, getting off stage all sweaty, and everybody's like, fuck yeah, that was fun, eh?
Yeah.
But I feel like drinking a beer.
Beer of the week.
Okay, so what do we got here?
Yeah, so because you also
Guys,
have not had a car in forever.
Where's
Yes.
mine?
It's coming.
It's coming, dude.
Oh, okay.
Who's this guy?
Know your role.
So-
Shut your mouth.
This is how we treat our guests in this place.
How rude.
Yeah.
Hey, why did you turn it upside down?
Because that's what he told me to do when I bought it. And he's like, just remember to get the sediment.
Oh, shit, it's one of these.
These are the beers. The beers that I remember, because I complain about that a lot, right?
Yes.
Do you do that with all beers now,
just-
from now, or
okay.
just these ones?
Particularly with like the Weiss beers
Oh, okay.
and stuff like that. But listen, I'm a sucker for Weiss beer, and
Okay, crack these
We're
bitches
gonna-
open.
I hope it doesn't explode.
It's probably going to explode.
Oh no, it's going to be perfect.
It's all flat.
No, it's not flat.
There you go.
I know you like. Thank you, sir. I know you like some bubbles in your beer art.
Yeah, I have a
Belch to beer ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burp to beer ratio. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, because Art hasn't had a car for 14 years,
Yeah. A
your
month.
car's still in the shop. I don't know how that's possible.
They're still waiting for that.
Yeah, and he's
Second
Ubering
part.
everywhere, and it's, you know what? That's when I know when someone's dedicated. We rock up to band practice on Wednesday, and he's like,
Oh, it's got his entire drum kit on his back.
and he
like
rocks
a
up. He's like,
giant
and we're like,
hermit.
hey bro, where's your car? And he's like, no, Ubered you with all his gear. He Ubered an XL, took all his gear, everything,
Damn.
cymbals,
Damn.
the whole bang shoot. That's dedication. So first of all, I'd like to dedicate this beer of the week to Arthur Carlos.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Because that for me is dedication. Like for me, to be honest with you, if that was me, cheers, dude, Bluetooth, I would have probably have gone the easier route and say, I don't have a car.
Yeah.
So this is a toast to you. It's Newland Spring Mountain Vice Legend. I'm a sucker for Vice beer, so this week's beer of the week is a Newland Spring Mountain Vice. So basically, you need to try it. We give it the first.
It smells like a vice.
It
That's
smells
for
like
sure.
a Vice. It's very
How would you typify a Vice smell over other kinds of beer?
You can
like
just
a
smell it.
sweeter honey kind of.
It's
Right.
it's like
Smell.
it's like a mix
it's like
between
a-
sweet and sour and
Yeah.
like honey kind of vibe.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm a sucker, but you can't have too many of them.
Yeah, they're heavy.
But if you have one and it's super cold and it's crispy, and you've turned it upside down and mixed everything in.
I'm a fan of slightly heartier things, ales. I'm not so much of a sort of lager pilsner drinker these days. So bottoms up.
If Jared was on this podcast, he would refuse to drink it because he doesn't even do Vice at all.
I'm not a huge Vice fan myself. But I do
But these
remember
have been-
being in Berlin the one day with Jenny. Shout out Jenny Prinz.
Nice.
We went beer bar hopping in Berlin.
Berlin.
Berlin. We went beer bar hopping in Berlin, and there was some local Vices there that were actually pretty good. But yeah,
This is very pleasant.
Okay, so let me just have one more.
it's definitely is. You know what? This is like
But it's been in the fridge forever, and why is it not cold?
I don't know.
Are yours cold?
Cold enough.
And yeah,
It's cold, but it's
I
not
like
cold.
it bitterly cold.
I know. You like it when your teeth hurt cold.
Yes, yes, but
I'm thankful
It's
that
still
it's
a
not
very
teeth hurt
tasty
cold
beer.
right now.
I'm just thankful that this doesn't feel like work. Like some vices, you can feel like you're gonna have to chew your way through them because they're just
because
like
they're very
hard work.
heavy. Yeah. There are some of
Yeah.
them. My favorite Vice beer to date is probably the Polana Vice. I really enjoy that one.
I
Yeah,
actually went to a Polana bar in Berlin and had the Vice there, dude.
really.
Yeah, it's a rad experience because like I used to go to the one in the Waterfront. Now I'm actually in Berlin.
Oh yes, that's true. And that one in the Waterfront was the best.
It was great.
I have so many stories from that place.
I used to watch a couple of Oompa
madness.
bands playing there.
Hey,
It
look
was awesome.
look there. The
Oh,
glass.
there we go, yeah.
There we go. That was my 20th. I think my 20th birthday. That glass came from.
I still got a couple of coasters from Polana.
Yeah, such a great place. And when did they close down? Like
About 10 years ago.
no, it couldn't have been 10 years ago. Really?
They were like right there, kind of on the
clock
pier,
tower,
on the
the
pier.
clock tower,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I had some drinks there with Donnie from Mind Assault. He came around and like we just like drank a bunch of crazy.
How long ago was that?
While back.
Yeah, it must have been about 6 or 10 years ago.
While back. Yeah.
Dude, that place was awesome. Well, I mean, I had my 20th birthday there, so I'm 37 now. So
Oh, there you go.
17 years.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, back to the Vice. It is above middle of the road. It's not the best Vice I've ever had, but the thing that it does have above it, which is what he said, is that it's drinkable.
It is.
And for me, a Vice has to be drinkable for me to enjoy it because you get the Vice hardcores, and those are just sometimes very actually hard to get into. This is I like this one.
I am thoroughly enjoying it as I'm sipping my way through it. But then, Rick, in terms of score 1 out of 10,
Out of 10?
we've got the Mike Cubic scale.
Okay.
That's our beer scale that we rate things.
Right on.
Out of 5 for me, out of 5 for him, for you out of 10 because obviously we
combine our
Collate
scores to
the
get the
scores,
average.
yeah.
So out of 10, what would you give this?
Well, I like it's like a summer vice. I don't normally look at
Yeah.
vices as like a summer drinking drink, but this one's kind of easygoing. It's got like upbeat kind of fruity vibes. It's not too heavy. I would have liked a bit more fizz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair point. Fair point.
It is losing its fizz quite a bit, but there's still fizz in there.
Yeah.
Like the head's completely gone.
I would have liked to see the color. I don't know why. I'm a visual guy. Branding is okay, I guess. I don't know, like if I'm just judging the beer or the whole
No,
experience.
you're judging everything.
Like I'll go for like a 7. This Vice is punching above its weight. I think it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never really I'd intend to actually drink more than one of these. So actually, it's pretty good. I think it would be easy to overlook this thing based on the packaging. It doesn't grab me, but then
sure.
you taste it, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Vice guy, so for me to give this a 3.5 out of, well, 3 out of 5 is pretty good for me. So I give it a 3.
Okay, so you both have very valid points. I was the one who picked it up. The only reason I picked the beer up is because it said Vice on it, Mountain
Yes.
Vice. I like the word. I like the name Mountain Vice. Newland Springs. naturally from the area, so I want to check it out. So it's got some. I think it's got a little bit of a history in it because it's got the imagery, and I think that's a Newlands something. But yes, also the artwork doesn't really grab me at all.
Nah, I mean, dude. I mean, the labels these days for beers have gotten so through the roof and artistic and stuff that you're always gonna be if
At
you
a
go for something safe, you're gonna
someone's
be at a disadvantage.
Remember, it's also subjective. So,
Yeah.
but then again, three of us have all
The
agreed
key-
that the packaging is not the main.
The key
not the
thing
best.
is, though, what people normally forget is that you look at the label, go, it's a nice label. It's whether it's recognizable on the shelf. That's where it stands out.
Yeah.
and I think it pulls that off.
And you just put the beers there and went like, Newland Spring, I saw it immediately. So
Yes.
it's got an identity to it. So even though that it
Backtracking,
might
I
not be
see.
the best, it's still got an identity. So yeah.
I'm only joking. But then again, I don't know. For some reason, I wish this was colder. But you guys are saying it's cold enough. I'm disagreeing. But I raise you, and I'm actually going to give it a 4.5. So it's going to be a 7.5 out of 10. We're going to beat your score by 0.5.
That's a high rated Vice right there.
I'm a Vice guy, and it's a very tasty beer. So that's your beer of the week for the week, bitches.
Yeah.
Buy a 6-pack.
What kind of beers do you normally like anyways?
I'm a pale ale and golden ale guy. I drink a lot of First Light. I can't get enough of that.
I see you brought some First
Man.
Lights earlier.
It's got this weird passion fruit vibe to it. I don't know what it is.
It's a fruity vibe.
Fruity. And man, I have a capacity for them as well. Like I can drink a ton of them in an evening and not feel too full. I'm upset about the direction they went with the packaging, but like, that's the kind of thing I like.
Yeah, they went super straight, like
Oh my god,
orange.
They had those cool playing card
Yeah.
vibes with
Yeah,
devils, you know.
yeah.
And then I think they probably worried they
trying
were
to
gonna.
be too commercial.
Well, I think they're worried that like they were hammering the devil's peak. You know, the kind of nervous folk among us were gonna get
so
upset with
strange.
them, so they tried to be a bit more friendly with their
Yeah.
pastel colors and their stupid like
Yeah,
clip
but
art.
it was so.
Ugh.
But they went from fun to blasé.
Yeah, with the
so
packaging.
crazy. Yeah, no. The beer's great.
It's a rock and roll beer.
No. The Blockhouse is great.
Damn.
The Pale Ale is great. The Devil's Peak is great. I mean, no, not the Devil's Peak. The First Light. The Devil's Peak Light is great.
Yeah.
Have you ever had
Hero.
the Devil's Peak Light? No, not the Hero. That's
Hero's
the Zero.
pretty. Hero's
No,
for
I've
a
had-
non-alc, it's good.
I've had plenty of them.
I sometimes have
But
the
just
Hero.
so
yeah.
pastel.
Yeah.
Just so white and
Doesn't add up.
color. It's like, yes, I know the mustard one is First Light.
Yeah.
And the red one is the lager.
Yeah.
But I think they could have, spruced it up a little
Yeah.
bit more.
You know, funny thing talking about beer. Since doing all of this stuff with the craft beers, I've actually gone back into enjoying Vintage Draft a lot more, and that's still the top beer for me. But
I've never fallen out with that. That's
No.
my mainstay beer.
It
Vintage
is
epic. Yeah.
I mean, like I keep telling people that I've been to Germany and had beers there, but Vintage Draft is the best. But I was at the House of Machines, and they had on tap Superbock, which is a Portuguese beer.
Yeah.
Well, we know
I
you're
think-
going to love that one.
I
eh?
think I was the only one drinking it there, but for Superbock, it tastes like a Portuguese version of Black Label.
Right.
You know, so it's got like that kind of, it's a fucking beer. What do you want? Kind of vibe. To it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, I had, what are those things called where they mold the ice? And I think it was a white, man, House of Machines, they have the,
Ice sculpture?
no, man, the drinks.
Oh, you mean like the old fashioned?
When they burn the wood. And
All that gastronomy,
Yeah, bro.
mixology?
mixology
Yeah.
vibes. And it was good, but it didn't last very long. It was great.
Yeah.
But, and very expensive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, we like
very,
Jason
very
and
nice.
myself went to House of Machines on Tuesday because they got that open mic night, and we
Yeah.
were watching some dude.
Andy Lund played when I was there
Yeah, but dude,
Yeah.
I must tell
a
you,
while ago.
fucking hell, there's these guys that are going to these open mic nights, and then you go like, where the fuck have you
Yeah.
been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 3 people
They've been busking
that
there.
they performed, like they all play like 2 songs. There's one guy, he just played guitar to a backing track, but he was like David Gilmour.
Right.
Like he was, I was like listening to it, like that's fucking David Gilmour. And then Jason was like, oh, we listened to a CD.
Yeah.
And he had his style down. And then he was pretty damn great.
There's some maniacs out there.
There was this guy who was rapping of a backing track, and he mixed in English, Afrikaans, and Cape Flat slang in it as well. But it was all like
Early B.
Yeah, it was like all like a very topical for living in the Cape Flats.
Right.
And like people like dancing to it, but I was just like listening to him. I was like, fuck, he's actually got really good lyrics, really good rhymes. I was like, why aren't they playing more? They just like come there and they jam and they fucking blow the people away.
I mean, think about it. Like, I'm sure you can relate. You know, you get into a band and then there's a lot of heavy lifting that doesn't involve playing instruments and playing shows, you know? Yeah. And I think some smart folk have figured out that like they can practice in their bedroom, and then there's these nice little open mic things where they don't have to rely on other bandmates showing up late and all that. They just go there, strum, it's open mic. They might be the best thing there or the worst thing there, but no one judges because it's open mic. Mm-hmm. And then they go home and carry on with their lives.
Yeah, I'm just not.
What a pleasure.
I'm not wired that way. Like, dude, I hope that was good.
Thanks, man.
I really am a get into the studio and jam and come.
You're
up
a social
with
creature, yeah.
Yeah. So I really enjoy the jam sessions and like when
me
we're
too.
practicing and then coming up with an idea and the whole sitting behind a desk writing music thing has never really like grabbed me, and that's another thing where I'm like, you managed to like pull that off completely, doing all these different items, you know, synth, drums, and you just used your experience from audio. You were an audio engineer. You did do that whole course, right?
Yeah, I studied. I did a year at Cape Audio College, and before that, I just tinkered. I just played around.
I'm so jealous about that shit. Like, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, it certainly gave me a great grounding for stuff. But I mean, subsequently, the stuff I've learned on YouTube, I've almost it laid a good foundation. But I've had to re-engineer my mixing approach and the way that I compress things, you know, and the way I set up my signal changed, the way I build synths. You know, Mick Gordon changed. Like I want to take basic synth building blocks, put them in a portal to the hell realm, and then drag them back and see what happened to them. Like that's my approach for all my sonic textures. I want to distress them.
But backtracking from that is, how did you get to that point where you could do all of that? Like, I know I was very long-winded in asking that question previously.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody was looking at me going, what the fuck are you asking? But yes, I did get a little bit lost in that. But how did you get to that point? Like, I can do this, and then now I can do that. And then managed to get them all together.
I was lucky enough to stumble my way into two amazing bands. Last One Alive, you guys gave me a chance. Like, you guys had no idea what the hell I was capable of. I think you took me on a wing and a prayer. Like, when I auditioned.
Because when you initially came in, you came in as for singing.
For singing,
for a vocalist. And then
right.
You also had your guitar there, and then you were playing the guitar, and we said, like, he's actually a much better fit with the guitar and backing vocals at that time.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think Bobby and myself, we were discussing this, like, we wanted to have a vocalist, dedicated vocalist, instead of someone that's like, you know, playing,
which was a good move. Yeah. And obviously Joel,
and you had a lot more to offer, so you had more flexibility, so that's where we found the place for you there.
Right. Yeah, you guys gave me a chance, and I was green when I joined that band. Like, just like playing through a valve amp, you know, like I'd always just like distorted with my pedal through a clean channel. Like, I just was so rudimentary in how I approached stuff. And then, you know, you guys in Atlantic South roped me in to play bass, an instrument that I'd never really played. I didn't even own one, you know. So there was a couple of years of very concentrated upskilling and learning, and that boosted me to a point where at least I was feeling quite confident, like playing shows. But it was realizing that these songs that are burning a hole in my soul are never going to come out unless I actually just do it, and I've got to stop thinking about making something perfect, and I've just got to put something out, something flawed, and it's just got to come out. The first album's just got to come out of my womb as it is, and I love it for what it is.
But you're it's so crazy. It's like you manifest everything through yourself. That, like, for me, I play the guitar, blah, 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 and that's the only thing I have to worry about. You do the artwork, you do the videos, you do you're like a one-stop shop.
Control freak much?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, we can get into the whole dictatorship. No, because
it's not a dictatorship.
No,
with
no,
this
no,
guy. He's just got too much passion pouring out of his anus to like control.
Yeah,
it.
but when it's your project, you've got to run it, and you are capable of every single facet of all the
Can't drum.
contra.
I can't drum.
Yeah, but
I can program drums.
yeah, well, but
anyone can fucking program drums.
99% of bands are doing these days,
Yeah.
More specifically, the commercial guys,
Yeah.
But it's expensive, dude, for us to do that shit here.
It is.
You gotta have people that that are really, really versed in drum recording, people who have had experience doing it. I mean, we were discussing that the other day.
We discussed it a lot, yeah. We discussed it a lot.
If I relied on organic sort of analog sounds and stuff, then I would really push to have a real guy behind a real drum set and stuff. But I'm making like genre fluid industrial rock. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. It works. If my kit's kind of a sampled kit, it kind of fits in with the whole thing. I don't really overthink it.
I'm still getting over the fact that you reamped everything. I mean, I didn't know that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of like real life grit on stuff. Otherwise, I'm just using the same plugins that everyone else. I like the fact that amp was sitting in that part of the room with tubes that were in this particular state at this temperature on this day in that weird little flat in Cape Town.
Well, the song Vaseline from Stone Temple Pilots?
Yeah.
Apparently that song, they recorded the drums in the toilet.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they've set up the drum kit in the bathroom.
But a slap
really?
echo.
And they recorded it in there for that song.
Yeah. It's crazy how everybody still is finding their nuance, but like it's tough to do that when you're doing like the sample drums and stuff like that. But
it's so nice for young bands.
Yeah,
who don't
it
have
is.
budget, man. Like we don't have these corporate gatekeepers preventing people from writing music that fulfills them anymore. It's
I
great.
was listening to a podcast today about how they were. Forgive me for going back to the Neil Young, Joe Rogan thing, but
Let's go there.
no. They were talking about how Neil Young also appreciates when he first got into music, it was on vinyl, and then it was cassette, then it was CD, then it was DVD and all that kind of stuff. And this guy, his name is Eric Griffin, and he was explaining how musicians of those days, they appreciated wave files and stuff like that with more quality to the music, where Spotify is just churning out low quality MP3.
Well, Neil Young tried to release his own media player, which was supposed to be like super high def.
There we go.
conversion
So it's
stuff.
almost like a direct, like, fuck you. But Spotify is the monopoly
It is.
in that situation.
YouTube
But
music
it's-
for the win.
Yeah, I've got both. But I listen to my music through Spotify.
Yeah.
I obviously go to the settings and go best quality. But I don't think you downloading the FLAC files or the WAV files. So you're going to get a slightly diminished quality always by listening on Spotify.
Perceptual
But it's-
encoding, the way it works, is pretty impressive. Like
Yeah,
I
but
studied
it's-
that stuff. It's like dialing down the quality doesn't really change your perception of it that much. And like, I know that there are some vinyl heads out there that are rolling their eyes at what I'm saying. But y'all are super pretentious, and why don't you just go sit in front of in your leather bound armchair
Looking in the camera, huh?
yeah,
I know.
Looking
'cause
into
he's-
the camera.
within your little
Taking the
music
sticker
room, you know,
Go.
specially treated,
Keep going, keep
you
going,
know,
keep going.
yeah, specially treated on the walls with the carpet and everything, and your loneliness in your lonely little house,
And your
and play
box
your
of
little
tissues and
vinyls,
Vaseline.
your bargain bin vinyls.
But
Yeah.
saying
Your
that,
80s keyboard.
Yeah.
saying that, dude, around Napster times, there were kids that actually preferred the sound of really shitty compressed MP3s. There were kids that actually thought that was the shit. Remember?
I don't know if I can get behind that.
No, yeah, it's pretty terrible.
No,
like
but there were people that going, I prefer the sound of a shitty
strange.
MP3.
the warbly sort of
It's the
phase.
compression.
Yeah.
They like the compression because like everything's just like,
Yes.
they like
It throws away all the
don't fucking
nuance.
Get that?
One thing I have noticed about MP3 versus just like full range compression or uncompressed, should I say, is a lack of spatial placement of things. So everything sounds dynamically pretty good on a good MP3, but I lose a sense that the drum set is here and this guitarist is here, you know, in a kind of space. It loses a bit of dimension.
Dude, compression. There's this band I really like from UK called My Vitriol. Now, like 14 or 15 years ago, they released the CD, and it's like shoegaze stuff.
Okay.
And the production of that is fucking unbelievable. The songs are amazing. I don't know how they didn't make it bigger than they could have been, because they were. I must give you a copy.
What are they called again?
My Vitriol.
My Vitriol.
I must give you a copy of their album Fine Lines.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
interested,
It's such a beautiful recording. It's like it's almost like some of the level of a perfect recording. All the songs are just so good, and the production's great. And then like they didn't release anything for like 17 years or whatever it is. And then the vocalist and the drummer, they ended up making a new one called The Secret Sessions, and the songs are good, but I don't know what they did. But the album is compressed like fucked up. It sounds terrible, and there's so much bass.
Right.
So much bass. So like if I play it in the car, I have to put on my iPhone, because I got it on my iPhone because I don't fucking stream shit. I have to put the EQ on low bass, and then I have to reduce the bass on the car just so that you can actually hear it. But the compression is what kills me, because it's such a great CD. That it makes it unlistenable.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this whole thing comes in, where people just reckon put compression on and call it a day.
Yeah, you've got to be nuanced with the way you use it. You know, I mean, look, I sent some of my new mixes to Mark Allnut, and he gave me notes, and he's just like, I can feel that thing breathing, man. Like, pull that compression off, and it's so subjective, because I'm just like, I want it to breathe a little bit. You listen to Skrillex, and it's just like, you know, you can see the whole thing just bouncing up and down.
There was a dude on the tubes.
look at him.
Dude, there was a dude on the tubes.
Gareth, are you okay?
That was such a great recovery, bro. But I lost it.
There's a dude on the tubes who put compression on a Beatles recording.
Oh, wow.
And he played it against the original, and then the remastered, and then his compressed one.
Mm-hmm.
And the compression, even though you can hear everything, it actually makes it sound like flat.
Oh, yeah.
Because like those little notes that you're not supposed to hear are still there, but that's what gives it the life.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I think people just overcompress.
Yeah. You want them to lean forward a little bit.
Yeah, you want them to go like, what is that? Listen back. You know?
I have a limiter on my master bus that I move the ceiling up and down, and for the soft bits I just drag the ceiling away. So you know, I want people to be kind of like, what's going on? And then when the thing kicks back in, I just slam the ceiling back down and get like 2 or 3 decibels of gain reduction. You know?
There's a little bit of a false thing. Yeah.
Yeah, take them on a damn journey. It's like a film. It's like a story. You know, you want like a bit of character development, and then you just want something bad to happen, and now everyone's worried about, you know,
One of my
Frodo,
first-
how is he going to get to the mountain?
Scripting a movie.
Exactly.
One of my first bands, we tried that with like a fake fade out. So we would like fade,
and you
we'd
fade it
fade
back
the
in
song
again?
out, be like da, 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 and then it would come back again and the song was finished.
Yeah.
And it was like such a cool idea, but execution, it didn't work.
Pantera do that. Pantera do that on a track.
It goes out and then it comes back up again.
It's like floods or something. So I think
I don't know if it's
Train
Floods.
Kill. Yeah, I was trying to
I know
remember
which
the
one
train.
it is. It's off Southern Tranquil, but it's not Floods.
Yeah. Okay, boys, listen. I'm going to disrupt this whole thing.
Let's go. Let's go. Listen,
Shit.
I've been. I had a little bit of a wobbly there for a second, so I'm looking forward to it.
Are
Let's
you
let's
okay
hear
there,
it.
Mort? Are you
Yeah.
okay there, Mort?
I know you like spicy food because you're a pora. And
Yes.
It's just built, it's in your DNA.
Pretty much.
I know you like spicy food because I've seen you with like jars of the scallywag,
Yeah,
Matt
love-
Holly's,
yeah,
like
yeah,
chili
yeah.
sauce and stuff. So
Have you made your own?
no, I wish my chili bush has not borne fruit this year.
Chili bush. Sounds
Oh,
rude.
is this what you were talking about?
got something
Spicing up. Oh, he's got it.
All right, so I got given something by my brother and my sister-in-law for my birthday. And they didn't know when they bought it what it was. They just thought, oh, it's like hot food stuff. Rick likes hot food. And actually, what they ended up buying me was this. This is a challenge.
Oh my God, the hot chip challenge.
You seen this thing?
Yes,
I haven't
have.
seen this. I haven't seen
I
this.
have.
What is
So
this?
it's Johnny Hexburg Trio Tortilla chips. And I was kind of confused when I got this thing at first. You know, it's just like, okay, tortilla chips, not a very big serving of tortilla chips. And you open it up and it's got the instructions here. And it comes
we
comes
got
with
LA Beast the fuck out of this
Oh my
shit.
God.
it comes with 3 individually wrapped tortilla chips.
Oh my god.
So just-
Why am I so fucking nervous right now?
I'm
don't have-
nervous, man.
I don't have anything to drink.
Well, you're gonna have.
is-
Well, we
So
will
don't worry,
see.
I got
Okay,
you
wait,
covered.
wait.
Now,
Read the rules.
okay, I'm going to read you the rules. And just so you know,
Oh my
I
God.
came prepared. I love you guys. I don't want to hurt you guys.
Yeah.
So I was thinking,
That's
like,
debatable.
What's good about what's good with, like, you know, getting the burnout, and obviously milk.
And
we all
lemon.
know that.
And lemon.
Vodka, like something like an alcohol based thing, is apparently quite good. So I was thinking, like, how can I mix the two together? And then I realized the Big Lebowski drinks White Russians.
Yes.
So I'm going to make us some White Russians.
Okay.
But these are the rules, right? You eat chip number 1, the ghost pepper chip.
Yes.
Chew and swallow within 30 seconds. Wait 2 minutes. No drinking.
Okay, so it's a 2-minute afterburn. Okay.
Correct. Eat chip number 2.
Okay, so we have to crack these chips into 3 pieces.
Yeah, so I thought we could just like
Yeah,
bust
yeah,
them
yeah.
into 3.
That should be okay.
Yeah, the Maruga scorpion. It'll be a bit more friendly because we're not eating the whole dang thing.
Yeah,
with
it should
one
be
person.
okay. It should be okay.
The Maruga scorpion chip. Chew and swallow within 30 seconds. Wait 2 minutes. 20 minutes. No drinking.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to do this challenge, boys. And
All
then
right.
the third one, as you can probably imagine, because we're going up the
Carolina
Scoville scale.
Reaper.
That's right. Each tip number 3, Carolina Reaper. Chew and swallow within 30 seconds. Enjoy a 5-minute afterburn without
5
drinking
minutes.
anything. So we got the clock running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
We in.
So 5,
Look,
6,
I'm in.
7,
I'm in.
8,
I'm
9
in.
minutes.
Let's do this.
Okay. Can we take a brief break so I
Yes.
can pour us some emergency White Russians?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
okay.
Let's
We'll be
do
right
that.
back.
Oh my God.
Ah, this is going to be amazing. I've been waiting for some LA Beast. LA Beast. LA Beast.
Let's go.
The following segment is being performed by untrained amateurs. Please don't try this at home.
Okay, I'm just loving this because I'm a huge LA Beast fan, and he hates doing spicy
Yeah, and
stuff.
I'm a Challengers fan. So
So, we're going to turn this into
Let's go.
competition. Okay, 2 minutes.
what you got for us, Rick?
We have some White Russians that are going to be untouchable for the first like 7 minutes of this thing. So we're going to be staring at them desperately, wanting to drink them.
We should get Demi to model these off.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Demi off camera.
Guys, I'm sorry about this. I hope none of us go into anaphylactic shock. These
Nah, it'll be fine. We're not having the whole chip, so it should actually be quite manageable.
Anaphylactic shock. I'm not. Damn. Oh my God.
are all right.
You can take the...
A really big piece.
He's taking the big piece.
God damn.
Well, you wanted to torture us, so fucking...
Let's go.
Okay, okay. Okay, so
Take this, my son, and
Okay, wait,
eat
wait.
it. For
Let's
it is
go.
my
Wait.
body, which has been given unto thee.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 30 seconds. Do it properly. It's only 5 seconds.
Note to self, don't inhale when
I'm
putting this
gonna
in your
hiccup.
mouth.
Okay, chew for 30 seconds. Okay,
Oh, I'm getting that. Getting the
20.
first burn. Here we go.
every 8 seconds. Go. Start swallowing.
Okay.
Okay, 2
Look.
minutes.
I mean, it's there, but I mean, it's doable. I can feel the sweat breaking out. Oh man.
Okay. I already got that. I must warn you. I get the hiccup. I get the hiccup burps. Fuck! It's already started. Oh my god, that's the best thing ever.
Okay, wait. We got to get the next one open, guys,
Y'all get the next one open
because it's 2
Are you
minutes.
fucking serious?
Okay, Maruga Scorpion.
Here we go. Oh,
So, man. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna break this one a little bit.
This is
more
getting
evenly.
hot already.
Oh my word. That is going to be the best white Russian you've ever had in your life, boys.
dude, it's buckling me, eh?
Yeah. So, Gareth, any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, shitting fucking fire.
shitting your guts out.
All right.
Okay.
Each grab a corner. 1, 2, 3.
I'll swap with you.
No. Break a little piece off there. There. Come on, let's not be silly.
Okay, wait, hang on.
I went in.
Oh, you already went in? Okay, fuck, go in.
Okay, let's go. It's so good. Guys, it's about mind over matter. Just like
I better take my glasses.
you got to keep chewing as well, right?
Steam up. This one is immediately worse.
Oh, I swallowed involuntarily. It happens to 1 in 3 guys.
Okay, we didn't chew for 30 seconds, but that's fine. We have a timer up there.
Oh man,
I don't know why, because it's actually making us
I'm
follow the
licking my
rules.
fingers for some reason.
We
Why?
need to get a plate so I could show you how much I'm salivating.
Use
Oh, yeah.
it. Use the salivation.
I feel like my nose is going to start streaming.
That's hot. Okay, that's hot.
But that's like challenge. You have to have that. It's like nobody would eat this on purpose.
No.
No, this is not fun. I regret everything. What,
Dude,
why did I think this was a good idea?
Wild. And that's not. And we got one to go.
Yeah.
This is the second floor. We still got the penthouse suite.
Go. Well, we'll keep that.
Oh my god, my eyes. Here it goes.
And how long are we supposed to not eat for?
2 minutes.
And then 5 minutes after this one. After this next one, we got to make it to 5 minutes, boys.
Look at you. You're fucking sweating, dude.
Yeah, bald guy. I should have worn my headband. You know.
Yeah, where's that cap?
Don't give me your cap. It'll be drenched by the end of this thing. Boys, this is the hottest chili in the world. About
This
to,
is uncomfortable.
This is not.
I'm just gonna hold on to this couch.
What are you laughing about?
This reminds me of that time. Actually, there's never been a time like this. No, I'm not even gonna go there, guys. It's been 2 minutes.
And we're
I
not
feel
even.
like I'm gonna have a heart attack though.
Yeah.
and we're not even doing the full chip.
Are they supposed to have the whole thing?
Yeah, the person's supposed to have the whole thing.
One person serving, bro.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Alright, regret nothing.
Don't burn my carpet.
Have a shred.
Shit. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna try the spice first.
Go
Just the spice.
Count us in.
Oh,
for
you
this
got a
one.
tiny. Okay, wait.
No, I've got 3, you bitch.
Okay, wait. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. We already.
Alright.
You started the last one
Focus
early.
your chi.
It's easing up now. It's easing up.
Hey,
now.
listen.
Okay.
Who's got the ambulance on?
There, right there, the white ambulance.
Jeez, like it's. Okay, ready? Go.
30 seconds. Come on. Metal
Tastes like
God,
shit.
bless us this day.
Our daily bread.
Oh.
Don't touch your penis after this. guys, that when you go pee, just like hands free that shit.
Okay, ready?
It's not burning yet, but I can see that this is gonna suck.
Okay, now this is a 5 minutes. So should we talk about something? Maybe we should do.
Yeah.
Why are we only going 7 minutes?
Maybe we should do Arts Rangers while we do this.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Give us something to concentrate on. Okay.
Rick, pick a number.
40,
Wait. You know all about Art Rangers,
Yeah,
right?
number between what and what?
Okay, Art Rangers. This is
Outrageous.
God damn, I hate it. Okay, up to 83.
66.
66. Okay, wedding episodes.
I feel like I'm holding my breasts. I don't even have.
Yeah, wedding episodes. Ah, Jesus.
It hurts so bad.
Wedding episodes on TV shows and movies and stuff. I fucking hate wedding episodes. Like, who gives a shit, really?
What about Jim and Pam from The Office when they got married?
Fuck, Office. You're talking about the American Office?
Yeah.
I only recognize the UK Office.
Oh.
Stop talking about the office. It's boring.
Anyways, wedding episodes. It's like, why?
Because it's a natural. It's a natural way to bring in drama. Oh God. Like eating chili. This is so
We
dramatic.
got 4 minutes, bro.
No. I have to get it.
You sit your ass back down. You brought this upon yourself on our podcast, motherfucker.
I can't do it. I can feel it like.
There's no shame.
I can feel the cardiac arrest beginning.
Look at this.
Is this how I go out? Oh man.
Gee, there's no shame. I'm stopping. I'm canceling. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
No. Come on. G, you and me. G. Look at him salivating. It's coming out of his eyes. That is the most grotesque thing I have ever seen in my life. Your face right now, man.
I can tell you now that this is not helping.
Oh, man. You think this is bad? Wait till tomorrow morning. Is it not helping?
I'm feeling it the most on the sides and underneath the sides of my tongue.
I don't feel it.
Whoa!
Anyway, I'd just like to say thank you to Charles and Claire for this amazing experience. I just feel like I'm dying. Yeah, I'm tapping out, guys. Oh God, the cold.
Gee, you are lasting, bro.
Gee, I'm so impressed, dude. Look at him.
I will never.
Look at him.
It's a lot worse than I thought it was.
Oh man, that was so bad. My life of eating chili has not prepared me for that. Oh,
This is not helping.
it's not.
I think the alcohol is making it worse.
I'm struggling to abide.
I haven't touched a thing.
Look at him. Man, you got some big cojones.
Bring the actual
I
milk.
think this is the most vulnerable you're ever going to see me on this fucking podcast.
Unless I feed you a shot of mezcal.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, wedding episodes.
Screw that stuff, right?
Fuck it.
Anyway,
Okay, the actual milk.
Oh, dairy. It like,
you know, podcasts you're supposed to talk.
I know. Each sip of milk, like, takes it away for a brief second, and you remember what life was like 10 minutes ago.
Holy shit, dude.
Hold the milk in your mouth.
That. No, I'm good.
It was brutal.
Good.
Gee, you're brutal, dude.
Hey, listen. I'll handle it, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna be drinking like raw milk. And, dude, it's hard to speak. My palate is on fire.
My spit is like super glue.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look at you, bro. You fucking dying.
You're a disgrace of a Portuguese man.
No, you don't understand. There's spicy.
Yeah, that
Then
was
there's
ridiculous.
this. No one enjoys this. It's
Oh,
impossible.
God, I hope there's enough milk. I'm going to be drinking that for the next hour.
Oh yeah, that was insane, dude.
I licked my lips. That was a terrible idea.
Wow, Rick, thank you, man.
Well, you've completely turned the podcast upside down because we.
It's like I don't even hate wedding episodes anymore. How are you managing?
Well, I'm quietly dying.
Gee,
It's mad, but I'm
impressed,
loving
bro.
this White Russian. But I'm still struggling to like string a sentence together.
The dude abides.
It's like in my nose.
Yeah.
I feel like my tongue rolls too much.
okay. I'm actually in the it's not that bad zone now. It definitely helps if you wanna swig a little bit of this. Okay. Anyways,
Listen, you make a mad nice White Russian.
You're
It
welcome.
is helping.
The dude abides.
A lot. I can't even string a sentence.
wow, this was
Thank you, Johnny Hexburg. Okay. Oh, I turned a corner. Finally.
yeah. I'm
Don't you
around.
want to just throw that up to the camera if you can?
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh my god.
There we go.
If you see one of these things, avoid it.
Yeah, I'm actually good now.
You good?
I've still got a bit of weirdness in my nose, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that was insane.
That was righteous. I feel closer to you guys.
I feel like when I saw 7 minutes, I was like, oh no. We had 15, and it's not nearly as bad as it was 7 minutes
Demi's
ago.
tearing up, and she didn't even have a touch
Yeah.
of it.
It's insane. Yeah, it's insane.
Anyways, that's the worst outrageous ever.
I didn't even know what you were talking. What was outrageous about?
Wedding episodes.
I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear a single word you said about that.
He was in his own little world of pain. This is going to come out all wrong, but I need you to milk me right now.
Hey, I still can't believe we did outrageous. Yeah,
It just kills the season, it kills the movie. Every time there's a wedding thing, I'm like, oh fuck. It kills it, but
What
fuck it.
about, do you watch Peep Show?
Yes.
That wedding that didn't happen, that they urinated on their own congregation, that
Yes.
was a good wedding episode.
Yes, because they're actually taking the piss out of like a whole wedding thing.
Literally.
Yeah, they're literally taking the piss. But that's where they use that stupid idea of a wedding episode and actually make something funny out of it.
Yeah.
Instead of the sentimental, soppy, lovey-dovey bullshit. I don't care. If I'm watching a sitcom, I'm watching the interaction with people. I don't really give a shit if they get married. Do that off screen and then they come back from a wedding and tell funny stories what they did. That's more interesting to me than watching them say vows and shit just so that the chick that you're watching with, you know, goes, oh, fuck it, man.
I love that last explanation. Because the chick that you're watching with is like, oh.
But out of joke.
But she has the progesterone. It's the cuddle juice. They have the progesterone in there.
Cuddle juice.
Yeah, it's like they see something.
episode
something
name,
small-
Cuddle Juice.
Cuddle juice, and there was another one that we had. Yeah.
They see something small and warm and furry, and they're just like, make that sound.
There's an actual science of cute. There's a science behind cute. You know, like babies, you just look at them as cute. It's like, there's a science behind it. It's like the big eyes, a small face, little limbs and stuff. It makes you want to protect it.
Yeah. What's that thing about like newborns are supposed to closely resemble the father at birth, so that
Really? Most of the time, babies just
And if
look
they aren't,
like
they are
a jelly
executed.
mold.
like a piece of chewed gum.
Yeah, like a ball of jelly.
Yeah, I love
With
it. Love
eyes.
it when my friends like
And
sorry
shit.
friends, they like look at my newborn baby, aren't they cute? And I'm just like, when I can recognize your child as a member of the human race, I'll say they're cute. But for now, I will withhold comment.
Someone give Demi a microphone, please.
We should have more live audiences.
You are a laugh track now, Demi. You want to come? You want to come sit next to me? Share my mic.
I must say,
Rick knows what's up. Eh?
what's up, dude? That's probably
Dude.
the
Cheers,
best.
guys. We
It's the
survived.
That's the best fucking torture. Fucking wow.
Yeah, but this episode went off the rails very fast.
I knew that I would need to do this at the end of the podcast because I I needed to make sure we banked some content before everything
Oh
went
my
wrong.
word. Dude, that was insane. Like, I mean, I couldn't even talk. You can't talk.
Yeah, you
Please don't edit all the.
I'm leaving it all in. I'm leaving it all in.
Yeah,
For
bro,
for
that was
for
rough.
the 35 viewers.
Yeah.
It's like trying to have a conversation with your tongue, like pressed against one of those things that they make burgers on.
Jesus
like
Christ.
a burger joint, you know.
It
Yeah,
got
dude.
me under the sides, like the sides of the tongue and underneath. That's where it got me.
Yeah.
I felt it rising. I hope you guys got some Gaviscon or some Eno.
Yeah, definitely. I've got all that.
I think it's too far gone. I'm gonna be shitting my
I'm
guts out.
actually okay now. I'm okay now. But like,
Yeah, I'm okay
there
now
was a
too.
point where my tongue wouldn't actually, you know, when you say an S or an R,
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't working.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. Oh, I don't close my nose when I say that. That was
Oh yeah, it
wild.
burns through the nostrils. Don't we?
Yeah, it does.
You notice that like I started with the hiccup burps, and then after the second chip, it died because my body was like, okay, don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
You went a new level of burn. This is fuck.
Yeah, and I never expected it to be that bad.
Yeah.
LA Beast,
Yeah,
you're a
respect,
legend,
brother. Respect.
You're a legend. I know what you go through now, and I know why you don't like doing spicy shit.
It's
anymore.
not good.
So, but Rick, let's cap this off, dude. Sundergeist, what's happening this year, dude?
So this year, I'm very pleased to announce that I have got my studio back up and running. My computer got crypto jacked.
What?
I got nailed. Like someone hacked into my thing. Some malicious malware got on there. I don't know how. Yeah, it got on there. But anyway,
Pornhub.
yeah, we won't go in there. But
Did you enjoy my video that I posted, by the way?
Oh, man, I found it very hard to masturbate to, if I can be honest.
Yeah, you know, you kind of need to double click and zoom in a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, I just don't have I don't have an HD screen enough.
No,
for that.
you need 4K.
Yeah, but someone crypto jacked my machine, and I kept wondering why the hell my graphics card was going crazy. The resources were just hitting the ceiling when I was idling, doing nothing. I was like, and I thought it was my graphics drivers, and I troubleshot that for a long time, and then I found out if I pulled out the internet cable, everything stopped. And I was like, damn, I read about it. Someone had slaved my computer into their network of slave machines to mine cryptocurrency. It's a thing. Weird. So I freaked out. I felt very violated. I went and reinstalled everything from the ground up, and in the process of that, lost a lot of my very carefully calibrated sound ecosystem. All my VSTs, all my software was out of joint. All my templates were kind of out of whack, and just the thought of getting that back online really depressed me for a good while. And so I've only got it back up and running now, like in Jan. But it's everything's solid. I can write fearlessly again. My mix template is back. So I'm going to double down on these 6 collabs, 6+ actually. I've got other people that I've got my eye on that I think would be fun to just bounce a song back and forward with. And I'm just going to release them as singles, maybe kind of record a few of my own tracks in the meantime. And if things really gain traction, I'm going to start putting my head around headhunting some flesh and blood human beings to stand on stage and actually do a live show.
Nice.
I think it needs to happen now.
Yeah, for sure.
I never intended this to be a solo project. I just worked with what I had at the time. But at some point, I'm going to have to relinquish control. The hardest person to find is going to be a technomancer who's going to be in charge of all the synth and all the stuff. And I want to try and rig it so it's fun for them and they're not having to trigger a million things. They're just playing the parts that they like. Yeah. But I am going to need someone with a deep knowledge of MIDI triggering and stuff.
Well,
because I want to bring all that live, like 9 Inch Nails level stuff, huh?
Well, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be hard to find.
Yeah. I'd like to
specialists in that field.
I'd like to stay away from the backing track mindset as much as possible, make stuff live, strip things down. I just like the feel of live musicians doing slightly looser, slightly grittier versions of the songs live. Actually looks pretty good.
No, I'm not doing that shit.
It actually is kind of nice.
Well,
So
good
that's
luck
what's
with that,
coming.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds cool, dude.
Onwards and upwards with your endeavors. If like the thing is, dude, with at my age, and I'm pretty sure I'm the
Why do you
oldest one
keep
here.
selling yourself fucking short, though?
I'm saying I'm pretty much
No,
the
but don't
oldest
say
one
at
here.
my age.
That like I told you earlier, like the best camera is the one that you got. The best ideas is the ones that you have.
Yeah.
The best ambitions are the ones that you want to do. So if you want to do it, fucking do it.
I take back what I just said. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it. You know.
Exactly.
If it takes you
Yeah.
6 months or a year, like when I had to make that video that you helped me with, it took me
Right.
like a year to make.
Yeah.
I still made it.
Yeah, make it.
Just
Close
make
the
it.
circle.
Yeah.
Complete the process. You know, I love a lot of things. I like photography. I like filmmaking. I like all of these things, VFX. But I've never felt more aligned with my purpose in this very short window of time we're given on planet Earth when I am writing music and releasing songs. It's really, if there was one thing I was put on this planet to do, it was that.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
For me.
It's the most meaningful thing.
The last couple of sessions that I had with these dudes has just been insane. And then I had to spend a lot of money to get my amp fixed. And it was just a ball ache. And I actually had to get, like, Mike helped me out paying for the gig because, you know, because times are tough in January.
Yeah.
And we did it. And now we sounding pretty thunderous. What is going on?
Oh,
But,
shit. Now we're back.
Oh, shit. Now we're back.
I'm putting the
on
milk
that
on my
note,
nose
man,
because it's stinging.
it's
Don't
been
touch your nose.
It's been awesome to have you in on studio. In studio.
Yeah, may
I can't.
May
You
I
got
be
that-
may
you got
I
that
be
chili
the
rush going on.
may I speak on behalf of both of us? Fuck
go.
you.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
You're welcome.
That was epic, though. I've never experienced it, and I've always wondered what the hot chip challenge would be like. And now I know, and now I never want to do it again.
No,
that was insane.
I'm well satisfied.
I
Yeah.
feel like a rimmed Beelzebub.
Yeah,
It
whatever
feels
that
like
means,
my
it's
nostrils
amazing.
are cracked.
Yeah. I've my nostrils here are hurting.
Yeah. My soft
Bad.
palate is like Dresden.
I'm just
It's
like trying
a
to
scorched
concentrate on
wasteland.
everything else, but
My tongue is
what I'm
back to
saying.
normal. I feel a bit of sting in the gum, but
Mm.
my nostrils are now the ones that are hurting.
Look, I'm not just... Guys, no cunnilingus for a while.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you.
Even
there,
on
buddy.
yourself.
Why you take me out the game like that, brother? But this has been awesome, dude. Rick Shields, bro. Thank you so much for coming and ruining the podcast with your hot chips.
I'm so sorry about that,
Dude,
guys.
it was
But
so good.
in all seriousness, thank you so much. I love what you guys do. It is so spirited, and we need it more than ever, especially now when we're all coming out of our caves, trying to relearn how to socialize.
Yeah, for sure.
And how to converse. And you guys have kept the conversation going with no stopping throughout. So power to you. Thank you for giving this platform to us.
Thanks, dude.
Like and share and subscribe.
Like and describe.
Comment.
Prescribe.
Yeah.
And then ring that bell.
Send
And
photos of your genitals.
Yes.
I honestly don't really
DM
care
us
right
with
now.
whatever you want.
Yeah,
At
DM
Gareth
me.
Howard and at Arthur Carlos.
Send
Diego
dick
Pera
pics to
III.
this email address.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been an off the rails episode. I love it. I wouldn't want it any other way. Rick Shields, dude, you're still one of my besties. Thank you so much for joining the show. And check out Sundergeist wherever you are on social media and all that kind of jazz. Anything else that you want to...
Hey, man, just thanks for having me aboard. It's been an absolute blast. Let's do this again sometime.
Fuck off. This
Just
is
without
gonna
the chili.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
without
wash
the-
my face. This is Papa G's House, episode 111. I thought it was going to be the unlucky podcaster, Full Nelson. Something unlucky happened. I can't feel my tongue. We'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Those chips were fucking shit.
They were horrible. horrible. There's no other word to describe it. It was a terrible idea.